So today we got to take apart what is our chicken run and we're gonna make it a greenhouse. So let's get this started. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. Repurpose, reuse, and that is definitely one of the main things that we like to do here. If there's something that we can use for multiple purposes over the whole entire year and really get our use out of this one item, that's what we like to do here. And this chicken tractor has definitely been that for us. Now its main purpose is going to be a greenhouse for these next few months. But we just used it as in like an enclosed chicken run during the winter time, so that the chicken still got sunlight but could get away from the wind and kind of warm up a little bit inside it. We kind of called it like a chicken snow globe during that time, and you can see that video if you want to go back and watch it when we set it up. Before that though, we just kind of had it as a shelter for the chickens, just so that when the summer heat was coming down they could get in there. We had a darker tarp over it so that when they went inside it kind of closed them in, and so that they didn't have to just get hit with that sun. But the very first use and the reason why we ever got it brought to our property was that we just housed our 5 new chickens that we were gonna add to our flock in it. That just gave those 5 chicks time so that they were grown, got a little bigger, but were able to be outside before adding them to the flock. We will be able to reuse this again. We're gonna use this as a greenhouse here just for about a month and a half until the frost season is gone and that we can bring the plants out and plant them into the ground and into our beds. But we'll use this for our 10 chicks right now that we have inside our brooder in the house. We'll probably bring them out and this will be their coop before we reintroduce them to our flock. So this will allow them to have their own space, but still be able to be outside again so that they don't have to stay inside in that brooder, because those chickens are gonna get big here in a few weeks. We're gonna get a lot of use out of it. So what we gotta do now is finish putting the plastic wrap here on the front and the back so that it gets really heated in there for those plants. And then it'll be ready to be a greenhouse.
You close, maybe hold your hand a little while. Somehow I know you're gonna be the girl that I'll end up calling my own. We ride around in style.
Now we have our repurposed chicken run that just turned into our greenhouse here for the next about, like I said, a month and a half. Obviously you're gonna want your greenhouse to get warm, which right now it is definitely warmer inside there, but you also need ventilation. So we have just opening the door. We have a little stake here so that we can keep it open, and that'll help keep that side to get ventilation. And then for over here, we have these stakes that we put in here just to roll this up. And then when we're done for the night and we need to close it, you just do this and we can push it back down. So, but for right now, it's hot. We are getting into about 70-degree weather and it feels like it is getting time to throw out the coats, but I know we're not quite there yet, so we'll still roll this up though for today before we get some plants in here. All right, you can see a lot of room in here. It is hot. The thermometer that you can see over here on this side, it's reading at about 95 degrees, so that's why the ventilation is very important right now. But it's still missing something in here. We need to go get our plants. Let's fill this greenhouse up because we have plants that are growing and need more space than we can give them inside the house. And I know for anyone who's followed along with our channel, another breakout from our favorite chicken here, Sunny. Sunny, I know you want to be with us. Be with the chickens. You're not a human. I forgot though, before we can actually put all the plants into the greenhouse, we have a lot of them that had to get repotted. We have a lot of plants.
But I know I can't say that we didn't end it for good reason. Still I'm hoping we'll be meeting soon. Everybody needs some time to figure themselves out.
We now have all the plants that we've been keeping indoors and growing, getting them ready to put them outside. So they are in this greenhouse. Hopefully they will stay nice and protected here. We need them to hold on here for about another month. And then we can put them into our raised beds, into the ground, and really start getting this growing season going. But for right now, we're happy to have the room to be able to put them outside. Most of the days it still looks like it's above freezing even at nighttime. So they should hold on. But if we ever see anything like it's gonna be too cold, we could always bring them inside for the night and then bring them back out after. We are close enough now that I think that we can kind of balance and play that game. We just gotta hope these plants hold on for another month. Just figured I'd check it from the outside, and it looks like we have the sun right there and it's hitting perfectly on this greenhouse. It'll be nice and toasty during the day. We'll still be able to ventilate it like I showed you earlier. And then at nighttime, I think it should trap a lot of that heat that's been built up in there. We do have a thermometer in there, and I forgot what it's supposed to be. I think it says 35 to 55 degrees. So we'll check that at nighttime. I'll come out here with you guys and we'll look at our thermometer and see what it says in there. But for right now, it looks good. And we can't wait to get them into this garden and try to produce as much food as we can. Sorry guys. I know. Right there you can see this huge pile of straw. That's where their tractor was before we moved it and took it away from them this morning. And during the summer heat, they really are going to need something to kind of be sheltered. They can go under their coop, so there is room underneath. That might be kind of hard for you guys to see in the video, but they definitely go under there and they dust bathe and everything, so I'm not too worried for them to have a place if they need it right now. Now they're just going to have to deal with being outside a little more and having to look at us and we look at them. You hear that, Caesar? Give us a good cockle-doodle-doo. Let's hear it. You coming to see me? I knew he was gonna do one for us. You can always count on C's. You guys gotta eat? We gotta go feed the pigs. Hey, Rose. I mean, we do have the pigs to thank to have that in-ground garden area. They're the ones that tilled that whole thing so that we didn't have to, so. Thank you, pigs. All right, so it's like 6 o'clock. And right now our thermometer here is reading at about 76 degrees. So we'll come out here in the next like 2 hours around 8 o'clock when the sun's really going down, and we'll see what this reads at. But hopefully it's reading around like 55 degrees because I think that'd be a good temperature for these tonight. I think that's the coldest it's gonna get tonight anyway, so we'll come back in, check how the plants and the temperature in here is doing and see if this is gonna be sufficient. Theo, can you close it? Can you close it? Thank you. It's so nice coming out to the sunset and just kind of looking outside and seeing how nice and quiet, just kind of hearing the crickets and the animals and the few birds that are still awake, but not our birds. I actually got to go lock them up after this. But it is 8:30, so I figured we'd go check and see what the temperature is inside here. And it feels a little warmer in here. So 56 degrees. The plants are in here. So I think they should be good. Let them be for the night. And hopefully when we come out in the morning, they'll still look good. I guess the dogs are coming to lock up the chickens. You coming, Milo? Good night, chickens. See you in the morning. Let's see how the chicken's laid. Woo! That's a lot of eggs, girls. That's a lot of eggs. We should probably go grab a basket and make sure that I collect those eggs, because the more eggs they get in there, they're gonna start breaking them or cracking them possibly, because they're gonna have to sit in there and try to lay some kind of eggs. We are able to get as much out of this piece of equipment. It is never standing still and not having a good purpose. And I feel like the fact that we've been able to keep reusing it for something gives it that much more value, and it gives it more meaning. It's cool being able to see the different kind of ways to use something. What? You wanna go inside? Let's go inside. I don't know why she wants to go inside so bad. hopefully there's something out there that you guys can reuse that you didn't know that you could possibly reuse at your own place. Have a great day and a better tomorrow, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night.